What's up, guys? It's Sebastian SFH1 here, and Sony just had their press conference. Now, obviously, I haven't uploaded the Ubisoft thing just yet, but this is going to go up alongside Ubisoft. Okay, let's just get into it. I have mixed feelings about this conference. I thought it would be a powerhouse. I put my expectation a little high, but yeah. Let's just get into it. They had an orchestra. Well, I should rephrase this. They had a live music thing again. It wasn't orchestral. It was Hindi music, or whatever that type of music is called. And they had a very nice waterfall and water projected in the background. And it led up into, I'm like, wait, is this Uncharted? This feels like Uncharted. And then they started going through some stuff, and I'm like, oh, is this Shadow of the Colossus? No, trailer plays, it's Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Didn't give a date, didn't say anything extra. It was another story trailer with the same characters that we saw before from PSX. So it felt like a waste of time, really. I understand people like these characters from Uncharted, but I don't give a shit for these characters. So to me, it felt like a waste of time. But it's Uncharted, so I guess I can let it slide. Then we had a Horizon Zero Dawn trailer. You know, the game that's already out. For an expansion, a DLC add-on called The Frozen Wilds for fall 2017. It's the same thing with the other fucking conferences. If the game's already out, I don't want to see it. I don't. Then it goes into Days Gone. A nice long demo, without any of the UI, of course, but it's a nice long demo. It looks interesting now. It doesn't look like a traditional game, zombie game, but I'm still not sold on it, but no date, no release year. I forgot the guy's name. I think his name is Sean or something. He comes out and talks about how PlayStation had a great 2016. And list a few games like Persona 5. Then he mentions how PlayStation has a web portal this year, life.playstation.com. Why does that matter to this conference? I don't know. They go into another trailer, Monster Hunter World, coming in 2018, early 2018. Not a fan of Monster Hunter, so this doesn't really get me going, but I've heard there's a lot of fucking rumors with Monster Hunter Monster Hunter World. So I'm going to save that for the end of this video for that little speculation for people who care, but let's continue. This one was the bomb, though. This one was like the holy shit, let's all jizz in our pants right now moment. Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah. What I thought originally when it came to Uncharted. Yet no, that still happened. It's a fucking remake. A full remake. Not an HD remaster like they did on PS3. Not a port. A full remake from the ground up. It looks so good. So good. And I can't wait to play that. I couldn't tell if it was a sequel or remake, to be honest with you, but it looks like a fucking remake. 2018. I'm sold. Japan Studio, I love the series. I'm stuttering because I can't fucking contain my hype for that one game. Good call. Very good call. I understand a lot of people like, why not remake? I go first. Because Shadow of the Colossus has a bigger following, to be honest with people. But, yeah. Very, very good fucking game, and I can't wait to play it again. Then we go into Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite with a story trailer, and I'm pretty much half sold on that because fucking Zero and X are in the game, and X talks, and I love my Mega Man X, I miss Mega Man X. But it has a release date now, September 19th of this year, and fun fact, there's a story demo on PlayStation Network right now. Then we go into Call of Duty World War II, another trailer, November 3rd release date. Can we just have an unsolicited rule here that if it's Call of Duty anything, You should not have a presence at any conference unless Activision yourself makes it a press conference. I'm sorry, not yourself. Activision themselves makes a press conference, because I really don't care about Call of Duty anymore. It's so fucking tiring and boring now. It's just the same fucking game over and over. And now that it's going back to World War II, I'm happy for that. But at the same time, it feels like it's copying Battlefield 1. And it's just, I'm done with these stupid fucking first-person shooters. I'm done with them, man. Sorry, I wanted to get that out there, but that happened. Then they had a PSVR section. I have to commend them at least showing the PSVR and still trying to drive it. But you'll see something that ticks me off in a moment. So, they announced Skyrim Special Edition is getting a VR edition. Star Child is getting a VR. I don't know what this game is. It looks like a platform, but it's not a platformer. And yeah, I just don't know how to feel about Star Child. Then it goes into The Impatient. It's a horror game. Remember when PSVR premiered? I think it was either last E3 or the E3 before that. I don't remember which one. But I think it was the last one. They were talking about how Prompto, and you get to play as Prompto while you're fighting the behemoth in the beginning of the game, or just have fun with it. I don't know what the hell is going on with this, but it seems like they scrapped that entire idea. And now that the entire game is based off fucking fishing from this fucking minigame in Final Fantasy 15. Why? Why is this a thing? Monster of the Deep, Final Fantasy 15. 2017 coming out. Why is this a fucking thing? I don't know. I don't care. I don't like fishing, even if it's with Noctis. I didn't like fishing in the main game, so... Another PSVR game, Bravo Team. It's a first-person shooter with modern military aesthetics. And then this last one, which actually looked really cute, because the little mouse character they showed, the little mouse hero, you play as like a god or spirit guiding him while he does all this automatic stuff. It's called Moss. Okay, they cut away from the VR, go back to the normal PlayStation. Dad of War, aka God of War 4, is the next trailer they show. They show a trailer coming early 2018. Yeah. Seems okay. Seems interesting. But it looks exactly the same as last year. Just new segments of it. Detroit Become Human trailer. Nothing else. No release year. Destiny 2, September 6th release. Story trailer, which I have to commend. It actually now looks like it has a fucking story. And then they go into how PlayStation has exclusives. They put a little asterisk next to it, but I didn't see what the asterisk said. It's probably timed. Minus a few things here and there. And then they end the show with one last game. Marvel's Spider-Man. They officially named that Spider-Man game that they premiered either last year or the year before. I believe it was last year. Yeah, it's just called Marvel's Spider-Man. They show gameplay of it. It looks fucking good. 2018 release. They have a clip show. And then at the end of the clip show, they go back to the Spider-Man trailer and they show Miles Morales. Like, he's watching Spider-Man and he's... Actually, let me take that back. You don't see Spider-Man still. In fact, you don't know who Spider-Man is in that suit. But the fact that Miles is there, either Miles changed super fast, or Miles is going to become Spider-Man in that game. So it's one of those two, but yeah. That's the end of the show. I left the show feeling like I wanted more from Sony. I felt like it wasn't enough. There was no Last of Us 2. There was... Yeah, that's really it. It felt like a lot of the things we already knew about. Let's just count things we already seen. Uncharted, Horizon, Days Gone, Marvel's Capcom, Call of Duty, Skyrim, Final Fantasy, God of War, Detroit, Destiny 2, and Spider-Man. So, out of this whole conference, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new games. And most of those games, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 of those games are on VR. So, not really that interesting. I will say compared to satisfaction levels, Ubisoft did better. But in terms of content and the overall performance of it, it wasn't boring. It was still an interesting show. It just left you wanting more. So, from that, I'm going to give them the same grade as Ubisoft. I believe I gave them an 8, so I'm going to give Sony an 8. And now we only have one more conference to go for 2017, and that would be good old Nintendo. I don't know how to feel about Nintendo. Tomorrow, they're early, and we've been told that it's only going to be 25 minutes long. That does not instill a lot of hope in me. That is pathetically short. I know Nintendo does Nintendo Directs throughout the year, depending on their fucking mood. Like the last Direct was a Pokemon Direct that was earlier, I believe, either this month or it was like the end of last month. I think it was this month though. Which showed off Pokken, XD, and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and what was the other fucking game in that list? Switch 3DS. I honestly don't remember the other. There was a third one though. I don't. Here's the thing about this for Nintendo, because before I get back to that Monster Hunter bullshit, we know Super Mario Odyssey is going to be there. Like, we 100% know this. I think they said Splatoon 2 is going to show up. I don't want that there, because we already know the game's coming out next fucking month. There's a chance ARMS might be there when ARMS releases this Friday. Don't want that to show up. So, here's my question is, how many minutes are they going to waste per game? It better not be 5, it better not be 3, it better be a minute each. I'll give Mario a slide and give it like 3 to 5 minutes for Mario, but every other game in that list should be fucking 1 minute tops. If not 2. Because I want them to not waste the time on games we already are going to get very soon. I want to see more from them. Yeah. If you're excited for Nintendo, that's great. Leave a comment in the description saying you're excited. But let's get back to the main topic of now, Sony. I'm getting sidetracked. That was their conference. So let's go into what I said about Monster Hunter, why there's a little asterisk next to this. Apparently, according to 4chan, which you can take it or leave it as is, and according to NeoGAF, actually, I just found the perfect clip so far. I know we're just waiting on Nintendo. There's a story going out there. I'll put it in the description of this video. That Monster Hunter World, apparently Sony came up to them saying, "Hey, we want a contract for Monster Hunter. We want to do. You can do whatever you want. Just we have one condition: you can't put it on Switch because they didn't want Nintendo to get it." Then Capcom agreed to it, and apparently that after the sales of Monster Hunter X or 4 or whatever the last one was, they were like, oh fuck, we fucked up, Nintendo's a big place for us, and now they put their main Monster Hunter team onto Monster Hunter XX, or Cross if you want to be into it. I'll put it in the description. It's very damning if that's true. Personally, I don't play Monster Hunter, I don't care for Monster Hunter, but for those who do, well, that's something to be, to know, like, to worry about. They did say Monster Hunter World, by the way, isn't Sony exclusive. It's console exclusive, sure. They didn't say if it's coming to Xbox One, but it is coming to PC, so there's that. But what else is sad is, like, they could have put more. Like, for example, even though it's releasing this month, and that's all, even though I'm being critical here, Sony could have put in Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy trailer. The launch trailer just released now. Ni no Kuni 2. There's gameplay on trailers on YouTube. You could have put that in there. Didn't do it. What else? Gran Turismo Sport. That just had a trailer release. Knack 2. That just had a trailer release. Literally today. And it didn't show up in the conference, and that kind of bothers me. Yeah, it's games we already knew about, and I still wouldn't give them credit for it, but it would have been something else. It just felt super short. Like, pathetically short. So, yeah. That was Sony's press conference. 8 out of 10. It had good games. It just wasn't enough. I would still say in terms of who has the edge right now, I honestly give it to Ubisoft. Ubisoft has the edge. Now we just gotta wait and see what Nintendo is going to do. How long has this video been going on? 16 minutes. Okay, yeah, it's about a good place to stop it. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. I'll put the link to the description about the Monster Hunter thing. Yeah. If you like this video, like it. If you want to share around, tell people about what happened at E3, you can do that as well. And I'll see you guys next time from Nintendo. Bye.